Hi everybody. So, like I said in the previous take, which I will post, this is my review of Ozymandias and a little bit about what I witnessed, and at the same time, just in case there is somebody out there that can explain what's going on with me.
So you think all auto glass companies are the same? Well, they're not. When you have windshield damage, only Safelite, America's largest, gives you the reliable.
Like Mom said, the comedian supposedly gets his, but I have my doubts.
And with most insurance, a repair is no cost to you.
And I've had my doubts from the beginning. Hi, Mom. And I've had my doubts from the beginning about the comedian getting his. This book is told entirely from the perspective of Adrian Veidt, Ozymandias. He also lets you in on the last known appearance of Michael Shea, or one of the pirates behind Pirate Comics in the original book. I talked about it a little bit there in one of my previous reviews. As you can see, a lot has happened. A lot has happened.
When you look in the mirror, is there someone else looking back at you? Wrinkles, frown lines, and sagging skin? It doesn't have to be that way. So many friends don't know really what I did. They just know I look great. I'm just amazed.
With me.
I couldn't be happier. It feels great to be 72. Lifestyle lift. A breakthrough.
Not exactly.
It really does turn back the hands of time.
Horribly happy about it. A lot has happened.
Give yourself the gift of a lifestyle lift. Call right
I
now.
just got the results. On my
Our third story out front, lawsuits gone wild. A California law school graduate is suing.
my hiatal hernia that way. They don't think surgery is exactly a good idea, but they have yet to connect it all back.
Did you know you could sue for that? Let me get on the head.
They've yet to connect it all back and tell me why I'm falling to pieces.
He figured getting a job with a law degree was the surest bet one can get. That was the promise, he says, from Southwestern. 97% of graduates employed within 9 months. After graduating in 2009, he passed the bar exam, then filled out hundreds of job applications. He got an equal number.
I cannot emphasize this enough. If the comedian were real, if the second shooter were real,
his hope, he says, was based on hype. He joined
they would not just leave him die. He would actually have probably been buried in the dirt in some capacity that gets cryogenically frozen. The book itself ends with more cryptic riddles and and a quote of some variety about the original Ozymandias, the King of Kings. The one that if you look it up right now, you'll find a young British man quoting Ozymandias, the King of Kings. Which is great and all, but it doesn't tell you much about Adrian Veidt. I don't know if I'm going to pick up The Comedian. I might, but like I said,
in 2011, the number of full-time jobs for practicing lawyers nationwide hit 65.4%, the lowest ever.
Like I said,
University, it's worse. In 2012, just under 47% of graduates got full or part-time jobs as practicing lawyers. Michael Lieberman finally got a job last December. A legal job, he's now working for an elected official. He's moved out of his parents' home and still hopes a job as a lawyer, or at least in the legal field. He's out there. For Out Front, I'm Miguel Marquez in Los Angeles.
All right. Lots of stuff you think about that one, please, on Twitter. Well, how could a convicted felon be released from prison by accident, take off his ankle monitoring device, and no one notices, and then murder people? It's a story that doesn't add up. Plus, a bizarre execution plot against a popular singer, and this video of guys drinking, smoking, and playing with guns. You probably find it pretty disturbing.
the whole thing.
That's when you realize this is happening inside an American prison. A special report says.
No. No, I didn't. I mean, I have some of the classic symptoms. I do have missing time period. They have yet to explain. I have missing time periods. I have. Crap. I was gonna talk about Adrian Veidt. I'm sorry, folks. They'll come back then. But if they, I think I was gonna go this route. If they do continue along with the Watchmen story, they could definitely. I think they're gonna definitely do it after Watchmen, but I don't know. If it all was real, I definitely think they should have done an after Watchmen. They should do an after Watchmen, and we should know about the 90s time period. But I don't know.
Changes in eyesight, including blurry vision, loss of pain and fever, tired feeling, or skin sores from diabetes. Common side effects are dizziness, sleepiness, weight gain, and swelling of hands, legs, and feet. Don't drink alcohol while facing.
Let's see, what else was I gonna say?
Those who've had a drug or alcohol problem may be more likely to misuse Lyrica. Having less pain is a wonderful feeling. Ask your doctor about Lyrica today. It's specific treatment for diabetic nerve pain. To hear more of Phyllis's story, visit Lyrica.com.
You may have noticed I'm not sitting at my anchor desk. I'm actually sitting at the desk of Ron Draper. Join us for a rare visit to the set of Mad Men, a sneak peek at the upcoming season. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern on CNN.
I talked a little bit about it. That I did do a.
Helping her save some money. That just means the world to me. See, we get some really bad tornadoes, and at one point she lost everything that she had. So when it came time to rebuild, I told her about DirecTV.
A site on
Just give them your account number before they call 1-855.
site on
Only one place takes you inside golf's most prestigious event. The Masters Mosaic from DirecTV. Watch 6 screens of enhanced coverage on one, including 2 marquee groups and every swing of Amen Corner, all in crystal clear HD. Expanded player stats, highlights on demand, and more. The only place to experience a major like this is
vigilantism.
Masters Mosaic begins.
And I talked a little bit about how Stephen Hawking is my hero. If you can find that, that's great. Which is, he's kind of like the real life Adrian Veidt. If Adrian Veidt were real, there would probably be a secret list all set up for him and the other people, whatever. Of course, there isn't a secret list.
We, as I said, this is a developing story. We don't have any word on any casualties at this time. A source emphasizes.
But Adrian Veidt is that smart.
On lockdown. We're going to keep you updated on this.
Adrian Veidt,
information on whether it's clear or whether there have been casualties.
Ozymandias
As it happens over the next few minutes.
should reappear again in Watchmen 2 if they do a Watchmen 2.
Well, a few of the other top stories that we are watching tonight. There's new trouble tonight for the already problematic Carnival cruise ship Triumph. It's the ship that broke down in the Gulf of Mexico, as you may recall. During 70-mile-an-hour winds, the ship broke loose from its dock in Mobile, Alabama, and drifted.
If they do a Watchmen 2, I haven't heard any news on what was the F7s that way. But they could still be building it for all I know. Let's see. Yeah, definitely in this book you do get the, but it stops right when it's getting good. Stops right when it's getting good. It stops right when it's getting good, but at the same time, the artwork's beautiful. It stops right when it's getting good. I kind of explained a little bit of my personal situation in the previous video. I only inform you on this because maybe someone can explain what's going on. Being that As of this date, in real life, there is definitely still a nuclear threat with North Korea and that. You don't get quite as much as you did in the original Watchmen of that. But I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. I guess if my father were watching it, I'd want him to know. Which I don't think he does watch these. But if my father were watching, I'd want him to know that all the stuff that has went on with my medical issues too. I'm skipping around a lot, but I haven't talked to my father in a couple months as well. Last time I think I talked to him, Rorschach was out. That's like the first or second Rorschach. Not. Not the Rorschach that came out, and not numbers 4 through, yeah, like number 1's when I think I last talked to him. Let's see. Nuclear threat, we get to last see Michael Shea. One down the list here. Michael Shea or I don't think his name's Michael either. Shea disappears because he's the last piece of the puzzle, says Adrian. Artwork's beautiful, loved it, but at the same time, I wish they wouldn't have stopped it because they could have confirmed if the comedian was dead or not. They could have confirmed. If they're doing a Watchmen 2. And also on the playbook list, what happened? Well, I was away. Damian Wayne's death. I believe I told you last time we spoke, audience, that Damian had died, and I had it in virtual copy. Well, this Batgirl is kind of the consequences. Although you really don't get a whole lot of it, come to think of it, more really a cheap plug. It's more really a cheap plug to get you to buy the book. There's really no Damian died. Yeah. There's no connection there. I'm still unclear if they're going to connect the Watchmen to the regular DC universe. That would be nice, but at this point, I don't know. Flash number 17 came out. Remember to get that. Jim Lee makes minor references to the Watchmen book in general. That's really appreciated. I'm not sure if it was entirely. I don't know.